Meanwhile, happening today, the House Judiciary Committee holding a hearing on Capitol Hill over artificial intelligence, surveillance, and intellectual property. Joining us now, House Judiciary Committee member, Congresswoman Harriet Hageman. Congresswoman, thank you for joining us. You and the chairman, Jim Jordan, of course, recently opened an inquiry into the IRS using AI to surveil Americans' financial information. What is most concerning to you about these practices?
Thank you for having me. And what we have learned is that the IRS, in fact, has been using AI to access bank accounts of American citizens without any kind of a search warrant or even without any specific claim that they have committed a crime. So this was something that was discovered by an undercover journalist, and what they found is that the IRS has claimed that they have access to every single person's bank account. This person also indicated that they've been working with the Department of Justice and that they have absolutely no problem whatsoever going after the little guy to make sure that they are paying their taxes. This is such a blatant violation of the Fourth Amendment that Jim Jordan and I sent a letter to the IRS demanding that they provide additional information about what they are doing with AI and what they are doing to protect the civil rights of American citizens.
So, Congresswoman, what's the end game here? Because at the end of the day, you can't put the AI genie back in the bottle, and it's so easy to use these technologies in the way that you're suspecting the IRS is. How do you protect American citizens and our constitutional rights?
Well, one of the things is we need a new administration in November, because this administration has been absolutely lawless in terms of its surveillance of us, of members of Congress, of local officials, of people who are protesters, of voters. This administration has completely ignored the Bill of Rights, whether it's the First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment. They have weaponized the government against us. So one of the things we have to do is we have to have a new administration come this November. But the other thing that we need to do is have accountability for these federal officials. One of the things that I have introduced with Representative Dan Bishop, and it has actually come out of committee, is the First Amendment Accountability Act. And what we're trying to do is hold federal employees liable for violating the First Amendment rights of American citizens. We already have those rights with regard to the Fourth and Fifth Amendment, but what's crazy is most people don't even realize that the IRS is directly accessing our bank accounts, and they're doing it through AI. The courts need to step in. We need to stop this kind of blatant violation of our constitutional rights. Again, we need a new administration, but we also need to hold these agencies accountable for their violations of the law.
Congresswoman, when you put IRS together with AI, what it tells me is they are definitely coming after people who make way less than $400,000 a year. Is that what you're seeing? Is this a move to get money out of the middle class?
Absolutely it is. And what you're referencing is when they claimed that they needed another 87,000 IRS agents, but they weren't going to target the little guy. They weren't targeting the middle class. They were targeting the wealthy who were not paying their fair share. The gentleman who works for the IRS that exposed the fact that they were using AI specifically stated that they like going after the little guy. They want to go after the little guy because they can't defend themselves. So they're not going after the people who make more than $400,000 a year. They're going after everyone in violation of our Fourth Amendment rights.
Congresswoman, thank you so much for helping us shed light on this issue. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.